Jaime from InkyandScrappy, sharing with you today party themed decor featuring MFT's Farm-tastic stamp set. Now, to start this one, this is the beginning of the series, so I'll start it with saying that I was asked to do a few things for my nephew's upcoming birthday party, and so because I can't be there, of course, I wanted to do a little bit extra. And so it's John Deere themed or farm themed, and so I pulled out my MFT Farm-tastic set. It's the only one that I have that has that really cute tractor on it. And so I also stamped out some of the other images in that stamp set because I knew I was going to do a little bit more with it. And I wanted to have a few options available. And so if I'm going to color, I'm going to sit down and color everything all at once. I do end up bringing in another stamp set later on for some of my other projects that I ended up doing, but I will kind of keep this one. This one's a fairly simple one. So this one was for like the signs that you would put by the food, so you can, you can label them Fawn, whatever, haystacks, farmer's grub, cow feed, whatever you wanted to put on them that is theme related, if that's how you want to go, or if you just want to put, what it is, what kind of salad, whatever. So that was what she wanted. She wanted like 10. I was thinking she wanted like 20 because that's what she wanted for the other number, and then I had stamped out like 24 tractors and colored 24 tractors, and so I just kept going on the decor train from there. So I decided to make it a series for you. You can see how all of the things turned out, the elements. I will probably, hopefully, be able to share at least a couple of pictures of what they look like set up on my Instagram account. They will not be on my YouTube account, but so you can see the finished product and how it looks on my Instagram. So that is at InkyandScrappy on Instagram. So I just basically picked my colors out. I did use my brush markers for this one. I color faster. These are a larger image, so to color faster, I like to use a brush. I just happen to have the oohoo's in the brush marker tip because it was my first set of oohoo's. I think I picked it up for on sale for like 25 bucks for, I think it was the 70 pack or something. Hence why I started with oohoo's in the first place, because it was super cheap. And I was like, well, for I think it was like 50 cents a marker. So I'm like, well, even if I don't like them, I can let my niece use them, and I wasn't going to be sad about it. But I do like them. And the brush ones, I don't like their nib doesn't last as well as a Copic nib. I'll be honest. And that's probably why I went with the bullet nib, just because I tend to color a lot more smaller things anyways, and the bullet nib seems to hold up way better than the brush nib. Although their brush nib is flippable, so you can flip it around to the other side and get a new crisp one, and they now do have the replacement ones, but when I bought them, they did not. I also don't like the barrel on these. I don't like the circle barrel, at least with my arthritis in my thumb. It just makes life difficult for me. At least I noticed it while I was coloring all of these things in multiples. So usually I color one, figure out where my shading is, where all the things are, and then I just go and I color all the yellow things once, and then all the green things, and then all the black things, and just go in order like that. And then I sat there and die cut everything out. I do have the coordinating dies for these, which made some of my next projects easier just because I didn't have to worry about lining up with my brother scan and cut stuff, if you know what I mean. Like, a die cut is a die cut. It's always going to be exactly the same. So for my card bases here, I ended up taking a 5x7 sheet of cardstock. So I cut cardstock to 5x7, and then I scored it at 3.5. So they're kind of 4-bar card size, similarly, or whatever. And then I die cut out a whole bunch of pieces of black. So I did bring in Trinity stamps 4-bar card. I think it's their envelope builder and one of the dies in there. So I had a nice border all the way around. And then I brought in some Spellbinders. I don't know what they are. I've had them forever. So they're like a scrolly, get yourself some scrolly style. They just work really good for decor style pieces. I use those a lot for those things. I don't use it for my everyday card making, but I do them when I use when I do this type of thing. And I just built, you know, I went in, I could have done all the black and all the green and all the yellow all at one time. But for me, I have all the pieces there. This one wasn't a totally hard one to do. Also, you could definitely do this one as an invite. So on that little piece, you could have definitely put you're invited. You could have done a thank you card with that one. It's a super easy layout, and it's really pretty. So it's definitely an option. So this is number 1. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back with a few more ideas soon. Keep getting inky. Bye.